What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Jazzie Belle, and you are listening to Women in Hip Hop Podcast. And on this show, we focus on the many talents and influences from women in hip hop. And today, I'm so excited. I'm sitting across from one of the most beautiful women in the world. Definitely one of the most sweet, the most dear. Her face is just, I don't know. I can't even, it's just angelic. She's such her soul matches her look. I swear, in and out beauty. We have Maliah in the building. What's up, Maliah?
Hi, Jazzie. How are you?
I'm good. Now, is it Maliah Michel?
Yes.
Okay, and that's your government name, right?
No.
No?
Michelle is my last name. It's my government name.
Okay. And Maliah is your government first name?
No. A customer gave that to me.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I used to work in the white clubs, and my name was Chanel. So when I moved to the black clubs, the girls were like, "Oh, my real name is Chanel. She can't be Chanel."
Wait, the black girls said their real name is Chanel?
Yeah, so
Okay.
they didn't want my dance name to be Chanel.
Uh-huh.
So I had a customer. He was a Samoan guy, I think, and he was like, "Your name should be Maliah." And I was like, "What's that?" He was like, "Well, it means happy in my language," because I was always smiling.
Wow. I've never heard that before.
So that's
And it
how I
just
got
stood with
Maliah.
you.
Yeah.
And he just turned it to a brand. So Chanel's not your first government. That's not your name, though.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so do you tell your government name?
No.
Okay. That's why I was like, I ain't gonna dig too deep now. You don't want to talk about it. We ain't got to do that. Okay, all right. All right, I didn't know that. I don't know why, because that name really does fit you. Now I know he was right. Happy. You have a happy spirit, a happy light around you. Talk to me about, first of all, how is your family and friends? Now, you're originally from Houston, correct?
No, I'm from LA originally.
Okay.
Born and raised. Killer King.
Killer King.
Rest in peace. It's not there anymore.
Okay. Okay. But now, in Houston, you was there for how long?
Like 10 years. About like 9 years. Yeah.
Okay. And how is your friends out there? How is people out there? How they holding up with the whole Hurricane Harvey?
Everybody that I know
Mhm.
is doing well. They just can't believe it. It's just it's so devastating. I can't believe it. You know? But I'm actually trying to put together, we are putting together, Mazani and I are putting together a call to all the dancers and the strip club owners around the country. We have about 12 clubs that are participating right now to put together boxes with donations for...
Yeah, I saw you on IG. You know, put all that together. No, I commend you. I think that is so dope. Definitely we'll talk after this, and you can let me know how I can help as well. I think that'd be amazing.
Thank you.
So now, growing up in Cali, now you said Killer King. You said it's not there no more. What is that?
It's the hospital. Martin Luther King Hospital.
Okay, where did the killer come from?
Killer King because I don't know why we was calling it Killer King. Niggas
You
was
know why?
dying.
Yes. Hell yeah. See, being from Detroit, one of the hospitals out there was called Killer something. I think it was Killer St. John.
Killer King not there no more though.
Cause y'all killing motherfuckers.
How y'all just go tear down the hospital I was born at?
Well, listen, at least we got something out of it. Something good out of it, I'll say. Outside of them being Killer King. Talk to me about your childhood, because one thing about this podcast, I always like to give my listeners a backstory as to who you were and how you got to become the young lady, the beautiful young lady you are today. So I just want to get familiar with just how Maliah was, young Maliah was back in the day. What about your parents? Do you have, like, your mother and your father? How was it growing up? Like, any siblings? How does it feel?
My mom is, like, about 15 years younger than my dad. So I have siblings, but my closest sibling is 20 years older than me. So, like, my nieces are my age and my nephews, you know, so I would hang out with them sometimes. But for the most part, I grew up an only child.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And I had a crazy, my mom and my dad were together, but my mom was very busy. She's the breadwinner, though. She is a workhorse. She's still working. Like, I'm like, Mom, sit down. She has cancer.
Oh.
She has breast cancer. And she's still, will not sit down. She's just a worker. My dad, I want to say, it's kind of like me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
In
a
sense?
Different sense. Like, he's an attractive guy that, like, Maxine Waters used to have an apartment for him in Hollywood. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Like, Maxine Waters was one of his, like, sponsors.
Auntie Maxine?
Auntie Maxine.
You come for me, I'm coming for you? Reclaiming my time? Maxine?
This is what I found out, like, you know.
Wow, I love this exclusive.
But that's how he really was like that. He just, like...
Maxine was one of his shorties back in the day?
Yeah. He had shorties for real.
Wait a minute. And you said she had a place for him?
Yeah, she had an apartment for him. Yeah, I guess when they were younger or whatever.
And your dad told you that?
I found out from my aunt, his sister, yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And did they describe how she was back in the day?
They said that he really wasn't tripping off of her like that.
Oh, he wasn't feeling her like that.
Chicks, you know, like...
She was one of many.
Yeah.
But as far as her personality...
I don't know.
Yeah?
I don't know. She was just one of his girls.
Now, what is your background as far as your ethnicity?
My dad is Creole from Louisiana.
Okay.
My mom's Black, Indian, you know, what we all are.
Mm-hmm.
So, I just consider myself a Black woman. I don't like to go into all of that because we're all mixed up and...
In our own way, yeah, definitely. Across the world, yeah, a lot of things
I go to
happening.
the DMV and they ask me what my ethnicity is.
What box you checking?
African American.
All right, sister girl.
That's who I am.
I hear that. Now, when it came to you being a child, what were some of the interests and aspirations you had younger on?
I wanted to be a dancer.
You always wanted to dance? But what?
I saw...
Talk to me.
Striptease with old girl from that was on Saved by the Bell and it was over.
Yes! Why did I recently just see that movie? Was it Showgirls? Showgirls.
Yeah, striptease. Showgirls. You're right.
I got you, girl. Get the fuck out of here, Maliah. Are you serious?
Yeah, I really have always wanted to dance, and it was so funny. I couldn't dance when I was a kid, and all my friends used to make fun of me because I danced like a white girl at the clubs. So I was like determined to know that I went to every party, was like, I'm going to be the best dancer, and I ended up being
the best dancer.
Big Booty Nikki with the, she going to be at the party? Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Right in the middle of the dance floor, too.
How long did it take you to perfect your craft?
It took a couple of years. Like,
really? How old were you when you started around that time?
Like junior high. Well, I went to private school, too. My mom raised me Seventh-day Adventist.
Okay.
So, I went to private school all the way up until junior high. I got kicked out because my teacher tried to hit on me, and I told on his ass.
What?
And they kicked me out.
What?
Yeah.
How did he try to hit on you?
He just would always
Girl, don't piss me off, because that stories like that pisses me off.
One time he was rubbing my hips and was like, kiddo, it's going to be okay, and asking me why I'm so angry all the time. And I'm like, because you fucking freak me out. Like,
you're creepy.
Yeah, so... But he ended up getting fired, I found out, like 5 years ago for having an affair with a student.
See, well, there you go. Now to everyone that's listening, the teacher, the principal, whoever expelled my girl Maliah, fucking idiot. He was always a pedophile.
Even then, like, I think I was judged at that school particularly because I was thick. I was a young girl, but I was always thick. I would get sent home, you know, on free dress days because I had on shorts, and they would be the same height as everybody. I mean, the length as everybody's shorts, but because my thighs were thick and my booty was big, it was like,
it was different. You have no idea how you're pulling at my heartstrings right now, because that's like the story of my life as well. So I empathize with you with that exact same situation. I went through that. Just being curvy, being thick. I remember being in school, your skirt would have to be like 2 inches above your knees. Mm-hmm. And it would be 2 inches above my knees. But the fact that I was thick
when you
and
sit
curvy,
down,
right,
you
showing a little more juice than the rest of the skinny girls, and you actually would get expelled or kicked out. That You're so sweet. She said, it's not my fault. But what did that do for you psychologically? Because I felt like, for me, it still stays with me today. I'm very image conscious because of it. I feel you empowered it. Like, you really took it, and you took it in a way where you made it work for you.
That's because growing up thick, it was like, honestly, that's kind of what pushed me into dancing. Because a lot of the older men were always trying to talk to me and stuff like that. A lot of the guys in high school, like, they just looked like little guys compared to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I tried to get regular jobs and I wouldn't get. I remember I went to get a job and I had on a long skirt because, even pants, when you have a booty, pants are like way more revealing than a skirt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's tooting the booty up a little more.
Right.
Stuffing it all in there. Stuffed turkey. Go ahead, girl.
So I had a long skirt, and it wasn't even a tight long skirt. But the guys were like laughing and running to the office and hiding behind the window. And the guy was like, "You're causing too much commotion already.
We can't hire you.
We can't hire you." So it was like, all right. I had a couple of those jobs that,
like what? What was your regular? Really?
Assistant, at preschools where, I watched the kids.
Killing them little niggas. Killing them. In preschool, they were drooling for you.
Kids love me. They do.
I'm sure.
I love the babies, yeah.
They love Maliah, I'm sure. So, I do want to know this now, because you talked about the career choices that you tried to have in the past, and now it basically compelled you to want to be a dancer, to be a stripper. Would you say that?
Well,
or when did you get your first?
I ended up having to leave my house. I didn't get along with my mom's new boyfriend. It's one thing when parents break up and then they get with someone else. Mm-hmm. I noticed that the child is kind of pushed out. Oh, wow. Because it's like the mom is really wants to please the man, so it's like the family is great, but when that dad is gone, that kid is like, you're like cock-blocking. You know what I'm saying? Because the other man is like, that's not my kid. You're like kind of a burden.
That's how you felt?
I felt like that, so.
How old were you at this point?
I was about 16.
Okay.
And some things happened, and I ended up leaving. So,
between you and the
guy, yeah.
Okay. Did she end up marrying him? Is he like his stepdad? Was he his stepdad?
Just the boyfriend.
Okay.
So I ended up leaving. I just didn't feel,
loved.
Yeah, I'm
respected.
not going to be anywhere where, even if it's home, if I don't feel like I'm, wanted there, then I'm not going to be there.
So you felt unwanted by your mother, you were saying, at that time.
I did.
Did you voice that to her?
I really did. My mom it's taking me a long time to make peace with who I am and what I've gone through in life and how I've been treated by my family. And I really think that looking at it now, it's our situation as a people, as a black people. Our parents don't have time for us. Like I said, my mom was so busy working, trying to take care of the house, trying to keep a roof over my head. In Pasadena, sending me to private school. She really meant the best for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. She tried her best.
But kids need
love too.
Attention.
Outside of just.
Have you ever seen that? What was that guy? The water guy, the Asian guy.
The water guy. What was this on social media?
No. He did like the water documentary. Emoto, something.
Anybody in the room know what you're talking about?
He did like
Describe it.
He did like a test on water, right?
Okay.
And you know that we're like 70% water.
Like 80.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So he put like 3 beakers, and he said like mean things to one beaker full of water every day. Mean things like, I hate you, you're nothing.
Oh, yeah, I heard about this study. Okay,
Right,
yeah, explain it.
And then the second one, he was like, I love you, you're amazing.
Right.
And the third one, he just ignored it. He didn't give it any attention.
Okay.
The first one was really, really cloudy and ugly from all the hate and, you know.
After how long? A while.
I don't remember how long it was.
Mm-hmm.
The second one was clear, you know, because it was love.
Mm-hmm.
The third one was the worst one.
Just
No
the one that was
attention.
avoided.
It was the worst one. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like that's our issue.
It's the best way to describe how you felt growing up.
Right.
And I understand what you mean, the black community, like you said, especially a lot of the
Our
mothers.
parents are working,
Yes.
trying to, you know what I'm saying?
You'd be lucky to have both parents in the household. And then a lot of black women, that's why, we'll talk about that later on in the show, but that's why I take offense to when black men say, oh, I don't like to date black women, they're too strong, or they're angry, or they're a bitch. I was like, they had to raise your nappy head ass by themselves. You know what I mean?
Shenanigans.
Right. Like, your mother probably was talked to that way or looked upon the same way that you're looking upon other black women, because they had to endure so much. But this goes all the way back to slavery, and then now in the present, it's like they're doing so much by themselves, you know, so it's a toll that's taken on them.
And I think it's us too, especially with our boys.
Mm-hmm.
When single mothers raise their boys, they become clingy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We just can't raise men. We can't raise men by ourselves. It's just, they need men. They need an example. They need that strength. A woman is not going to be clinging on to her son if her man is there. She's like, boy, bye. You know, like in Baby Boy. She's like, boy, bye.
Yes. Mama need a life too.
But when she doesn't have that man, it's like you're in all his business. You're, you know, picking at everything he does, everybody he meets. It's just...
And that's when you get mama's boy.
Yeah.
Yep. So now...
And that's when you get the self-hate, too, because they see us
being
not
the authoritative figure. Oh,
too.
yeah?
They see that.
So describe that. So, like, the kids see that their own mother doesn't love themselves, you say?
We are very... I don't know how to... I want to say it the right way.
Just say it. Even if it sounds fucked up.
We're all programmed not to like ourselves.
As black people.
As black people, as black women.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're just now starting to... Our shame. We were just talking about how insecure we were about our...
My body.
Girl, I can't believe that people are, like, wanting all of this.
Themselves.
I'm like, oh my God, do you know that this has been, like...
A hinder,
a
whole
headache
life.
for me all my life. You can't get anybody to take you seriously. If they do, they're freaking out because they're like... Everybody's going to be on you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's really a hassle. So to see the women do it, it's like crazy to me. I'm like, I've always wanted to be just this pretty petite girl.
You always wanted to be. You always wanted to exchange in your curvy attributes for the slim good bodies? Or just slim body, no goodie.
Yes, because... They just always got the good guys. They always got the opportunities. Yeah.
Wow. No, I appreciate this conversation. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm just being selfish, but I understand what you're saying.
I mean, now it's different. And it's amazing. You know what I'm saying? It's great, but it wasn't always like that. And really, me growing up in LA, I felt it hard.
Facts. See, growing up in Detroit, you throw a rock, you gonna see a bunch of...
growing up in Detroit, honey,
yes.
I'd have been accepted.
Yes, I was about to say, that's the difference. So now I understand your pain, but I can't necessarily, you know, understand it the way that you went through it. I know that I didn't go through it in that sense, because growing up, everybody was curvy. Everybody had the big lips, big hips. Yeah, even though it still wasn't as loved as it is today. But I saw a lot of what I looked like around me. So in LA, hell no, it was more Silicon Valley, slow,
just small.
Just small, petite. Oh my God.
It was funny because when I first started modeling, Buffy, it was me and Buffy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Buffy came out first.
Yes.
And, you know, it was so funny because everyone was like, Eric White used to come to the club I worked at, and he was trying
The director, Eric White. Right.
He was trying to get me in videos for like a year, and I was like, I'm too big, you know. And he's like, no, you'll be great. I promise you. I'll make sure you're straight. And I just was like, no. And then when Buffy came out, she kind of gave me the confidence to do it. You know what I'm saying? And we're like, you could be like Buffy. You could do that. And I was just like, I could, you know? So, yeah, Buffy.
Same thing for me. So I understand where you're coming from.
Buffy really opened the doors for a lot of us. She really gave us confidence. And she was a dancer. So she really, I have to say that. I have to say, Buffy the Body is my inspiration. She's the reason why I'm doing this and why I was doing it, you know.
Yeah. So when you decided to leave, you could say you was around 16 is when you started doing the dancing?
I actually did do a party at 17.
Who brought you in? That's what I want to know. Like, 'cause
I wanted to do it.
Right, because of Showgirls, like you said.
But and I told, you know, it's so funny. You see, this is why parents need to pay attention to their kids, because one of my friends from high school's mom threw my first party when I was 17.
The mom?
The mom.
So was she a dancer herself?
No. She was just like...
Was her daughter a dancer?
She was a hustler. No, she was just a hustler. She did check scams. She was just like a hustler. She was like, okay,
and you was spending nights over there?
Yeah, you can make some money. Let's... She should have been a madam for real. She was like, come on, we got this. And I had another cute little friend that wanted to dance, and we did our first party. I was 17 years old.
Describe that. What was the party like?
It wasn't nothing, really.
It was just a house party dancing.
It was a house party. I have never had, you know, and it was so funny. I have never had any bad experiences at parties. But when I think about, you know, when you're young and you don't know what's going on, you like really want to impress. So, you know, the name gets out and it's like everybody wants you at the party. So I was doing some really raunchy ass shit. Like, literally, like, me and the girl had dildos.
Wow, Maliah!
We were like, okay, this is what we're gonna... Oh my God, like, now I'm like something was with us. I don't care what anybody says, God was with us that day, because it was full of men and we was dildoing each other and then nobody do nothing. What? Like, now I think about it and I'm like...
That was kind of crazy. And how was your first party? God, girl, you are here.
I didn't know, but yeah, everything ended up okay.
Where's the mama at now?
She in jail.
Maliah, I didn't expect all of this. But I'm loving all of this content.
She's in jail because
why is she locked
the
up?
check scams got up to her or something like that. So she had to do some time. I think she has to do quite a nice amount of time too.
Really? How do you feel about her now? Like, y'all, it's all good, right?
I'm not mad, but it's like, damn, if that, like, mothers, man, do not. I was such an outcast because of what I chose to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? For my whole family.
Back then it was so taboo.
I still am, except for they see me on TV sometimes, so they get kind of like, oh, you're on TV. Yeah. Like, you know, it's like, yeah, whatever. You know, it's really not, you know, it's not that. You like, you could be on TV and that doesn't mean anything. Right. You know, but they get excited about that, and I'm just like, yeah, back up.
Because you knew what they kind of put you through as far as judging you.
Me, all my own family.
What was the reaction from your family when you decided to dance?
They just shunned me. My mom, you know, it's hard because my mom is so funny. She's like told me she wanted to be a Playboy model, and this is like what I honestly feel like I'm living her dream if she had the balls to be who she really wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? But she's been to the club. You know, she's had a blast at the club, but then she'll go off and let people get in her ear, and then she'll, you know, start acting funny and stuff like that. So, but I understand. But
she never danced on herself.
No.
Did you know? Okay.
My mom is a X-ray tech. She used to be a nurse, but she didn't like that, so she went back for X-ray, and you know, she's an amazing woman. My mom is a lady.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that I'm very happy that I was able to see, because a lot of girls don't have that example in their home. A lot of girls, their mothers were prostitutes. Like, they couldn't wait to turn 18 so they can go to the strip club and get on stage for their commercial. You know what I'm saying? To get a guy to take them home. That's like, they couldn't wait to get in there and do that.
Yeah.
So, you know.
That's why it seemed like, when doesn't seem like, it's clear that this was a choice for you. This was something that you wanted from day one, like you said.
It was something that I wanted.
A lot of girls in there, I feel like they fall into that life, like you said, because they had a mother that, you know, probably wasn't the best example.
They don't really fall into it. They can't wait to get there.
Exactly.
So they can do that. Right. You know what I'm saying? And it just, it's fast money. It can get to you. Anybody. It's gotten to me. You know what I'm saying?
In what way?
It's like an athlete. You know, athletes freaking make all this fucking money and then, like, they're broke or bankrupt. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really hard to hold on to money when you don't have the education to make it work for you and to invest it. And a lot of black people, we don't have that. You know, our parents don't know what to do with money. I have money, I'm like, Mom, what am I supposed to do? She doesn't know what the hell to do with it. You know what I'm saying?
That's true,
so
that's true, yeah.
It's like,
we always watched our parents struggle.
And it's depressing when you have all this cash and you're making all this cash and you just don't know what to do with it. It's really depressing. I think that's the most depressing thing, because you know that it's not going to last
forever, and
forever,
you wish
and you're
you
just
had the
scared.
knowledge.
You're living in this fear and trying to find stuff, and people they are like sharks. They are like, I got one. You know what I'm saying? I got one with a little money. She don't know what the fuck she's doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are out there like that. And when you don't have a support system, you don't even have your family. You know what I'm saying? It's like, really, I have so much love for the girls in this industry, because they don't have anybody. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They don't have anybody, and they are outcasts. They're outcasts. We're looked at as hoes, tramps. No one expects us to have any substance. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these girls are treated like that all their life from their families. And, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they don't feel like they should have substance. They're like, okay, that's how you feel about me, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm going to be.
So how do you guys, I mean, what do y'all do with that, though? Like, how do y'all stick together and figure out how to
stick together?
Right, that was going to be my question. But it's funny because you said I got a lot of love for these girls, you know, because they treated wrong.
I am a person, when I started dancing in a club atmosphere, I moved, that's when I got kicked out of my mom's place or whatever, and I moved with my sister. Now, my sister and them, they're from LA. They're not from Pasadena. My brothers are from 60s, 90s, schoolyard. You know what I'm saying? So, and I had a brother that, he's deceased, but he was an OG from 60s. So he had a lot of homeboys and stuff like that. Yeah. So when I started dancing at the Barbary Coast, the Crip hangout at the time, everybody was like, oh, that's little sis.
Right.
So
you were protected.
I was protected. And the pimps, you know what I'm saying? They were like my brother's friends. So they like schooled me. They would be like, watch this. You see that bitch, she fine, huh? I mean, I've seen beautiful women ruin themselves from thinking that they're all that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Jumping in and getting fucking played.
Turned
Turned out.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh no, I'm not that fine. You know?
You are that fine.
For real.
But I get what you're saying, yeah, because you're sitting back and you're seeing it from a different perspective. Because you had the OGs around you, you had somewhat of a support system because of your brother and his, his situation, his friends had your back.
Yeah, they did.
So you witnessed it from a whole nother angle. So you was able to kind of deter that from happening to you, kind of avoid it.
Yeah, and the guys were always in my ear, like, don't be a hoe, don't sell pussy, don't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They were just they instilled that in me.
Mm-hmm.
So I came up with the whole mental thing that as long as I'm not giving up no pussy, I'm winning.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
That was your motto.
That was my motto.
As I'm
like,
not
that's
giving
how
up no
I know
pussy,
I'm winning. Like, you can't, as long as I'm not giving up no pussy, you can't play me. You can't, what can you say?
And that's like the biggest misconception, I would say, when it comes to a lot of strippers. They think automatically because you're a dancer and you're in that lifestyle, you're fucking all of your customers. You're always running trick.
It's not like that. It's girls that, like I said, are in there for that.
Yeah.
But there's really, and you know what? Those kind of girls really make it hard for the girls that are really entertainers and that love to dance. Like, honestly,
Hoes aren't created equal?
the hoes.
Because you posted that.
The hoes
Was that it?
The freaking
Hoes
thorn
aren't
in my
created equal.
side all my life. Like,
I saw that. I was like, I can't wait to talk to this girl. She said hoes are created equal. And no one knew. You know what it is? I guess it was one of those things like an oxymoron. It's like, how are you? Because people assume because you're a dancer, so they tag you as a hoe. And it's like, most women don't want to be called a hoe. And then it's like, you said hoes are created equal. It's like, wait a minute, what? Please explain what you mean by that.
My thing is, look, we are women, okay? Girl, we are women, and niggas think a bitch is a hoe if she's had sex with more than 5 guys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, damn, I was 13.
Real girl. I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, come on. To me, a hoe is somebody that doesn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna just do your ass in. You know, she don't care about nobody and their feelings, who she's hurting, what she's breaking up, nothing.
Men are hoes too.
And men are hoes too.
Right.
But, you know what I'm saying?
I got that.
But
I got what you were
if a
saying.
woman is doing her thing, she's trying to raise her kids, she's trying to better her life, she not stepping on niggas' toes. To me, fair exchange is no robbery. If in that case, as long as there is an understanding, then everybody is happy. It's no problems.
Yeah.
But a hoe to me is just a shady motherfucker that is lying, telling the customers lies on you so they don't buy dances from you. That's what a hoe is to me.
That must have happened to you.
Yes, and I'm scarred.
What happened? Give me one scenario.
I mean,
Worst experience for you when it comes to dealing with these chicks that you gotta work with. Your
girl,
co-workers, I would call them.
They just
I want to call them hoes.
you.
Your co-workers.
They lie on you. I mean, no, not everybody I work with is a hoe.
Mm-hmm.
I've met some hoes at the hospital. You know what I'm saying? I've met hoes in places that I didn't think hoes were supposed to be.
Right.
But
I love this. I'm sorry. I just fucking love all of this that's going on right now. I met hoes where I thought hoes wasn't supposed to be.
That's a Cat Williams line.
That's some real nigga shit. But I'm fucking falling in love with you. I met hoes where I thought hoes wasn't supposed to be.
right? I'm like, oh,
Maliah.
doing some hoe shit up in here.
Aren't you a politician? Girl, you want some hoe shit.
Girl, they be on the whole shit more than anybody.
Back to the experience with you and your coworkers. Give me one where you're like, ugh, this is terrible.
I remember a girl in Houston, and this girl to me was so bad. Like,
beautiful.
I've seen bad chocolate too, and she was so insecure about that. But that's because, in the South, they kind of still have that. I've heard guys say, oh, this the light-skinned girl club. Like, stuff like that. Yeah. Like, dark-skinned girls aren't allowed. Like, kind of thing. So they still kind of have that. I'm from L.A. That was crazy to me because we're not like that here. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're pretty, You're
really?
pretty.
I don't know. I
it
thought that was
doesn't
an LA
fucking
thing
matter.
too. I thought it was.
Hell no,
LA thing
people
too.
think that, but
Yeah.
it's really not. Like, honestly, I've always gotten picked over by pretty ass dark skinned girls in LA, especially in the white clubs.
Mm-hmm.
White guys like Nubian looking black
That's very
women.
true.
When they want a black woman, they don't want nobody like me. They want somebody
Afro.
that is like
Afro.
like you. You know what I'm saying? They want somebody. They want the lips. They want them. They want the black woman look. They don't want. They're like, oh, you ain't. You know what I was fantasizing about. I want some jungle booty. Your booty is jungle. You rainforest.
You rainforest.
Jungle booty.
You rainforest. I swear I'm just falling in love with this girl. But please continue on.
So to me, it was like that was weird. To me, she was just so beautiful.
What did she do to you?
I told her, I was like, you know, I would tell her, like, I think I'm a Sagittarius, so I could be really blunt. And, you know, I have this thing about selling pussy in the club because I've not done it.
Right.
I know once you do that, it's like the fantasy is gone. There's nothing, I don't care if your pussy is on, like, diamond studded. Like,
yes.
There's nothing better than the fantasy. You can never top the fantasy.
Wow.
In my fantasy, you can fucking be flying and make my dick fucking twirl. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that shit in person, like, in real life.
Right.
So, you know, our minds, I've really realized that with men and their fantasies, that it's not
feasible.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's just not. You
right. So don't even attempt. It's like,
don't even attempt.
Baby,
don't even give
what
a
they
shit.
really want you to do, you can't do it. So
Men
to fuck
love
with them
when
will
you're
mess
just
up their fantasy.
being you.
Yeah.
They love when women are just being women. The best fantasies, you know, is when I'm just like into my dance and the guy is just like, oh my god, like, and I'm not even, I forgot he was there. You know what I'm saying? They just like to see us having pleasure.
It's so crazy talking to you. Now I realize why you're winning out here. Because for one, you've always wanted to do this.
Oh, yeah.
Two, you fully, sincerely enjoy being on stage. And when you are on stage, you're not the one that's like doing all like the twerking hard and the gyrating. Like I feel like you're performing for yourself sometimes. It's like you're dancing in the mirror. And we're just watching you just be you. You're like the most seductive stripper, I think, is out there. Like, you really just seduce your audience.
And that's what it's about. It's about the seduction.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the best part. I feel so sorry for the girls that are missing that.
Yeah.
Because they're missing the whole experience. That's the feminine energy that we've been denied. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so powerful. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself when I'm done with this. Because I'm like, I'm going to miss this so much. The best part to me is, like, when I'm on stage, and there's a girl there with her guy, and she's just, like, kind of like, whatever, you know.
Mm-hmm.
When I get on stage, she's, like, starts to, like,
groove with you.
And she's like,
feeling you and shit.
do that. And then she starts, you know, dancing on her guy, and she starts feeling herself. And I'm like, you go, girl.
Yeah.
She's gonna wear his ass out tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love that. I love that. And I don't know how I'm gonna get that when this is gone, you know, when this is over.
Have you planned? You haven't planned for the next move for Maliah outside of dancing? Because clearly you love it. Clearly you just revealed that this is something you always wanted to do. So we all know as women, as people, we get older.
Right.
Things are going to fall.
Right.
Things are going to drag and hang and swing. So,
right.
What are we going to do with ourselves? Like, you talked about money. You talked about, in the beginning, you have all this money and how it's like you didn't know what to do with it. Where are you when it comes to, like, saving and investing? Have you done all of that?
I am the most frugal, especially since going vegan.
Yes.
Like,
which I commend you for.
Thank you.
So dope.
It took me, like, literally 4 years, you know? But, I'm so frugal. Like, I literally live off of 10% of my money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So everything else goes up. Because my plan is starting to change. Because my thing was, I just wanted to disappear. I wanted to go to, like, Peru or Ecuador or somewhere and just live in the rainforest. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly. So
enjoy the fruits of your labor.
And just be where it's nature and natural and just
healthy and not so toxic.
When I look at greenery and my eyes just feel good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I just want to be in that. So that was my plan, but I'm like starting to see that the vegan thing and the fitness thing is kind of sucking me in.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So maybe that's the next
move
for you.
I really wanted to disappear.
You can still disappear.
I feel like I can still disappear.
Right.
But like what you were talking about, the blog thing, maybe when I start feeling a little more comfortable. Like,
right, because I think you would be a great personality in your own right, like talking and just telling your story.
Because I'm food or something and fitness, something like that. I think I would like that.
Yeah, because if anybody follows you, you enjoy it. Yeah, you enjoy working out and then being vegan.
And it's something that I really like want us to do because it's just so much going on, you guys. Like, this world is run by people that don't give a shit about the little guys. You know what I'm saying? We have to stop giving our life responsibility to somebody that is not even, they don't even know what it's like to be you. You know what I'm saying? They're so up there somewhere. They have no clue what goes on down here. So stop giving them the responsibility. Take the responsibility for yourself. Because the information is out there. It's just not in your face.
You have to go digging and searching for it.
You have to go find it. And you really don't even have to dig for it.
Not that
much. You just have to go find it.
Just hit a Google button, basically.
And common sense. You know what I'm saying? Take care of yourself. Take care of your body. Work out. I mean...
What got you on that? What introduced you to, veganism and
good.
Just... Really?
I did not feel good.
It's funny because people think being a vegan, you're going to lose all this weight. And you, like you say, you're very curvy. And you're still curvy. How much weight have you lost being a vegan? Since you made your transition?
I fluctuate so much. But since I started working out and, like, really feel like I'm doing it right now, I've lost, like, 15 pounds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a decent amount. When I did it, I was vegan for 5 years.
Yeah,
so that's right. So, I mean, I still haven't had pork or beef in so long. That's why I was like, girl, we can really keep hearing about this vegan. But, yeah, I did it for 5 years. And I still don't drink, like, regular milk. No beef, no pork. When I started going back, it was like, okay, vegetarian. And then it was like pescatarian. And it was like, goddamn chicken. Now I'm just telling people, I just don't eat beef or pork, alright? You know what I'm saying? I ain't going into, like, the details of it all. But, no, I always tell people, when I was vegan, I lost 40 pounds, by the way. So I lost a large amount, a substantial amount of weight. And it was very noticeable. And, like, people was like, yo, what the fuck, are you sick? And I'm like,
oh, wow.
Damn.
Really?
Yeah. Because 40 pounds is a lot.
That is a lot.
Yeah. And it showed, I guess. But people close to me didn't recognize it as much as the outside world because they saw me every day.
Right.
And to them, I was still thick. I was still curvy. But when I show you before and after pictures, you're going to be like, yeah, no. You lost a lot of weight. But I was the most happiest. I felt the most healthy. And I just felt light. I felt great. Spiritually, mentally, just everything. I just felt amazing. So when I see you on your journey, I'm like, yeah, I envy it. Because I was like, I really want to go back. I do. I really want to go back. And you're doing the right thing.
I feel so free.
Like Dr. Sabi, like I was on his products. Like I have friends that knew him. I have never been to his village, and I always wanted to go. So when he passed, I was like, no, I've always wanted to meet you. You know what I mean? And he's very what they call woke or whatever. So but he's just knowledgeable. He's a smart, brilliant individual. And I see you tapping into that. And I just feel like people just need to take away what they have when it comes to you, this whole preconceived notion as to who you are and what you do for a living. Like, just if you can for a second take that away and actually just listen to her. That's what I'm saying. If you ever thought about doing a podcast, I think it would be dope because people can tap into who you really are versus what you look like. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, yeah, she's a stripper, but that's probably one of the most woke strippers I fucking know, dude.
What's crazy is I started dancing, too, because I was just like, I want freedom.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I could not wake up and go to a job every day and just, you know what I'm saying? I have to have freedom.
So that brings me to my next question, because as you're talking about, you know, you enjoying what it is you do, and then everybody having this preconceived notion of you, and you just being smarter than what people think you are, and you love this. When it came to the controversy with you and Drake, when he said what he said, but not even what he said, what he did, was it, and correct me if I'm wrong, it was Houston's Appreciation Weekend, and he was at a strip club, I don't know the name of it, but he did this retiring strippers jersey. And I believe it was Miracle, Watts, Lyra Galore, and yourself. And I guess it was supposed to be humorous, but you had a huge clapback. You wasn't feeling it. Explain what that was, because when I read it, what I got from it, he was basically saying that he retired all of the poppin' strippers, the ones that I named, you, Lyra, and Miracle. And the fact that you still strip, and I guess these ladies don't, you felt some type of way. You was offended. So please, just elaborate on that.
First of all, they told me that they were honoring us for representing Houston to the fullest, you know, like so well. Nothing about retirement, nothing.
Okay.
And
the club reached out to you and told you that?
The people that handled the event for him.
Okay.
And honestly, I didn't want to go because the people that handled the event for him, I don't get along with. You know, they worked at the rival club of Dreams, and Dreams gave them hell when I was there. You know, so it was always, they were always talking shit about me on the mics and trying to get the city to come back over there.
What club was this?
At the time, it was V Live.
So V Live is where this event was held?
No, V Live. Okay. I think that they ended up breaking off, but it's the DJ that he's cool with Drake now, but I always have issues with this DJ.
Okay.
And I don't even know why, girl. Mm-hmm. I've tried to end the beef, like, what is it? You're a DJ, and he's dope. He's a dope DJ. You know, but it's always something with him. I mean, I've had other club owners call me from out of town, like, what is this guy's fucking deal? He's talking shit about you on the mic at my club. Because you were at the rival club. Yeah, but he'll, like, go to clubs and, like, oh, Maliah ain't all that. You know, this girl is all that. Like, and I've had, like,
and you never had any issues with this guy?
I know that he doesn't like me. Okay. I know that he talks shit about me.
Right.
But I've had club owners in other cities, like, what the hell? Mm-hmm. You know? And I'm like, damn, that's crazy. You know? Right. So, when they reached out to me, I was kind of like
hesitant at first.
Very hesitant. Mm-hmm. They kept on like, Drake really wants you to come and this and this and that, and I was like, okay, they're using Drake's name, and honestly, Drake and I we don't talk. We don't.
Because y'all used to date.
Everyone used to date, but we really don't have any communication. And it's kind of, sometimes it does get to me. You know, that's
not... Now y'all don't have any communication?
Yeah, at all, you know.
Because the relationship between you guys would you say, how long did y'all date?
It wasn't even that long. Maybe a year, off and on. You know what I'm saying?
Married after 6 months nowadays.
No, but it was off and on. You know, he's a rapper. Right. A very popular one, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but,
y'all had a close relationship. I really loved
Drake. I really, really did. And I think that Drake is an amazing guy. He's amazing. He works hard. He's really passionate about what he does. He's smart. He's just in this industry where he's a guy from Canada. You know what I'm saying? Which to me, I've always liked the square Drake. When he's just being like Canada Drake, I thought he was so fucking dope. You know what I call him Aubrey. I don't want to talk to Drake. I like Aubrey. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, because he's...
So you never refer to him as Drake. It's always Aubrey.
Oh, he's like, don't fucking call me that. He hates it.
He hates when you call him Drake.
Aubrey.
Really?
But, you know what I'm saying? It's like... I like that square Drake when he does the like trying to be like gangster thing. It was just like, like I just don't like it.
Yeah.
So you know, being that he doesn't really understand a lot, so he counts on.
When you say he doesn't understand a lot, like
a lot as far as
Americanized stuff, or
black
just like
women, they don't understand. So he has to, because he's raised from Canada. His mom is Jewish. From his mom, you know, he's just really not American black ghetto nigga. You know what I'm saying? He's just not. You know what I'm saying? So it really is like, even when he talks to me, it's like, I feel like he's being condescending as fuck.
Oh,
you know, but I don't even think he
me.
realizes he's being that way. He does do that. I don't think that he really means to do it, but I think that he just doesn't understand. You know what I'm saying? So when I react a certain way, he just doesn't, he's like, he gets so defensive. But it's like, you know how black people, we just talk to each other a different way. It's like, bitch, you ain't going out like that with me, bitch. Fuck that. Take that shit off. And it's like, it sounds mean as fuck, but, you know, your girl will be like, laughing like, oh shit, I look fucked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how we talk to each other.
Yeah, like, okay,
so he's
girl,
like,
keeping it real. Damn. Like,
he's like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just really like,
oh, wow.
he gets defensive. I don't think that, I just feel like I'm too rough for him, honestly. We're not for each other. And that's, you know, not a bad thing. I think that he's great. I think that the situation with him in Houston had more to do with the DJs. I think that he was just, he didn't know what the situation was. Because when I got on stage, they're giving...
You were there.
I was there.
So you ended up going.
And the guy, the DJ is telling people I'm retired while I'm on stage. And I'm like, no, I'm not retired.
Clearly.
I have AOD Mondays. Like, you know,
right.
So the only reason why I addressed it is because everyone was hitting me up on Twitter or on Instagram. Like, you're not dancing anymore? Like, what's up with AOD Mondays? You know what I'm saying? So really, I didn't address him. I addressed the blogs saying that I was retired.
Right.
So it was no reason for him to get defensive with me. All I said was that I'm addressing the blogs. Contrary to what the blogs are saying, I'm not retired. You know what I'm saying? AOD Mondays is on.
He got defensive? What did he
no
say?
Man
I didn't
can
see
retire me.
What did he say something to you publicly or
I didn't.
Straight to you?
I could tell through the blogs. See, the thing is, I dated Drake.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I know how they do with the blogs. They send the pictures in that they want. They tell them what they want them to say. You know what I'm saying? So when I landed and I saw what the blogs were saying, I knew it was him. I knew he had a part of it. And I know the whole
language. And you know the process.
He's the one that introduced me to the blogs. I didn't have any idea what a blog was before I was with Drake.
Introduce you like he had his team make you
He showed
famous.
me all the blogs. He showed them to me.
Like what, the media takeouts, the ball alerts,
Girl,
the
all
show,
that.
shade room.
The Nicole, Bitchy, and everybody.
Okay.
I
He was like, you need to get on all of this?
No, he was just like, look. And I was just like, oh, wow, they're saying that's us. You know, I didn't know.
You was too busy just getting your money, shaking your ass,
I was
and
shaking
going
my
home.
ass. I was not worried about nobody else or what they was doing in life, okay? At all.
No, but you did say in the what they call a rant, and I understand why it could be perceived that way, because you was defending yourself, and now I get it because you actually love dancing. It's almost like, because it's always this thing where it's like, I'm only dancing because I want to pay for school. I'm only dancing because I want to take care of my kids. No, you're on that motherfucking stage because you want to be on it.
I love it. And
that is so authentic to me. It's so real.
When I started dancing, I told you I danced at a white club.
Right.
I was not the favorite there.
Right.
You know, at all.
Now you're the favorite in the whole world, girl.
Like, where can I be the favorite? Oh, I'm like, black guys love me. Mexican guys love me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go where... So I don't have a problem in the club. They're not trying to... You know, I'm like their dream. You know, and that's how they've always treated me in the club. Like, I've never been treated bad. People think... Like, literally, I don't date guys in the club, but sometimes I feel like that's the only way I can get someone that knows I'm not with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? The guys in the club know I'm not selling pussy. The guys in the club know I'm a stand-up woman. The guys in the club know I'm positive. They know I love God. They know I... You know what I'm saying? They know that. It's the outsiders that have no clue. So... But then the guys in the club, they have their issues too, and they, you know, project them onto us.
Like what?
Well, I tell the girls all the time, look, don't let these people get to you. You're here making money. They're here spending the money that they made. Who's got the problem? You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously.
Yes,
you can't, how are you going to let someone come in here and make you feel like less than about yourself when they're spending their hard-earned money on you?
Maliah, open up a strip club, girl.
I don't want to. It's too much niggas. It's niggas. The niggas. Once you start getting
like that's the next move for you.
Once you start getting
that's
nigga
when you know you
girl,
poppin', sis.
That's when your life is threatened, sis.
No,
like,
but that's okay. Rise to the occasion.
I don't want to die.
You see, I was supposed to be being bullied, and thank you for the repost. I see you in person. Telling you, but the men will threaten you, but that's because they fear your power.
Men hate on a whole nother level. When you get
because
past
you're special,
the woman
sis.
haters,
I'm telling you, you got it.
It's like
that's okay though. Yesterday,
niggas will tie your ass up, like for real.
No, they just instill that fear in you and have you thinking that's what they're gonna do. But trust me, if you keep. You know what you need to watch?
Jazzie.
I'm serious.
I might have to like write that down 5 times.
What?
In the morning.
Get your affirmations on. What? I don't even know what the fuck I said, but what you gonna write down 5 times?
But you said
we gonna rewind
men want us to. No, they're not gonna tie us up. They want us to
instill that fear in you and have you thinking that's what they're gonna do. I feel victim to it. That's how we end up in toxic relationships because they have you thinking.
Niggas trying to tie me up.
They're not gonna do that. And it's so funny. Like yesterday,
it's very hard to find people that can be business in a party atmosphere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
When this bitch is naked and you know what I'm saying, and you can drink and you can smoke and your homeboys is there, it's hard to find people that'll take shit seriously.
Yeah.
So it's just really, it's not for me. I'm a cream puff. I'm too nice. You have to be like
assertive, a boss,
yes.
but not a bitch. And you can do it.
Not a bitch,
no, I'm saying we get mistaken as that.
On people because they're gonna steal. That's one thing. If I did have a strip
even if
club,
you're on people, everyone's gonna steal from you. Every business you ever have, they're gonna steal from you.
Have that, yeah.
It's just about how much.
This is what you're gonna lose. Typically, you know what I'm saying? But
boss up, Maliah, because I think you really. That's my. Write that motherfucker down 20 times and say it every day. No, really, boss. Even if it's not that.
Even though I don't want to.
I'm just saying, boss up, because I feel like you can be the prototype for a lot of the upcoming aspiring strippers that just want to do that, and they don't have a example as to how to do it. See, fortunately for you, you had your brothers, friends. You know, you had the
And I was
streets
serious
to protect
about dancing, so I researched other dancers.
Because right now it's a big business. Look at Atlanta.
Burlesque.
Yeah.
You know, I researched that. I don't think other dancers really, like, know who Dita Von Teese is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
beautiful.
she is, to me, like...
You could be the black version of that.
But she has
The
support.
urban version.
She has support. Do you know Dita's mom and sister came in on her shit? Like, she started off stripping. You know what I'm saying? But her mom and sister, they started helping her with her clothes.
All right.
And it's just like, that support, though, honey, is like...
You can still get it done without the support.
Important.
It's helpful. It's great to have. It's almost like great to have both parents in the household. But you can still live your life and be successful without a father, without a mother, without both.
You can.
So look at it that way. Just try to change your mindset. And you're very smart enough to do that. I'm telling you, tweak it.
Is so important.
It's not crucial, though, and it's not necessary. It's only
probably
helpful.
not now for me, but at the time, coming up,
But don't let that be a factor now, is what I'm telling you.
You're right.
Because I feel like you have enough experience. You're smart enough to know especially now, because you're woke, quote unquote, as they like to call it. You know where you want to take your career. You know where you want to take your life. And I think you just have to live more fearlessly, more than just being kind of timid.
I am timid because, like I said, that's part of what also kept me in this, is the not feeling like, oh, I'm the shit, I'm finna get these niggas, oh, I'm finna put this pussy on this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's fine, yeah. But you know, all of this, like we said, is going to drop, drag, swing, and hang. So we gotta figure out how to flip this. And I just
honestly,
feel like that's an option.
I can quit tomorrow and move if I want.
A lot of people that didn't dance can't say that. Can't do that.
Well, that's because, like I said, I'm very frugal. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a lesson learned right there. And there's a lot of women. Stripping ain't going nowhere. The fantasy of it all ain't going nowhere.
It's really not.
You can really teach a lot of girls that want to get involved into this industry.
I want them to know, take care of themselves.
You don't want to ask you though. Wait a minute. I do want to ask you because I don't want to get too far from the whole rant with Drake. It was one line, to me, it still makes me laugh. With the Beyonce reference. Can you please just explain what Drake said when it came to you referencing Beyonce and doing a comparison? What was said exactly and why?
I just would try to explain to him.
Because he wanted you to stop dancing. Is that what it was?
Yeah, but people don't understand. It's not like he was trying to help me do something else. You know, it's like people are like, oh, Drake was trying to retire you. You're so stupid. Like, no, he wasn't trying to retire me. He was just telling me to retire, being condescending. You know what I'm saying? Like, he always seems to be. So it's not like, oh no, he was trying to take me out of the club or help me out. No, that's not the case. He was just trying to make me feel like I was nothing. You know what I'm saying? Especially, oh, you're not nothing until I said something about you. But that was fucking 10 years ago. Like, what about all the other bitches that you've been with and tried to, bring out? Nobody's saying anything about them. So you can't fucking tell me that you're the only reason why I'm still popping. 10 years? Really? Like, we didn't date forever. So, I mean, that's just, like, annoying to me. And even the blogs, they're always Drake, Maliah, Drake's ex. And it's like...
I'm more than just his ex.
That was 10 years ago. Get over it. You get over it. I'm over it. You get over it. You know, like, it's crazy to me.
That was 10 years ago?
It was literally probably like 8 or 10 years ago, yes.
Was that
like
the Maliah, You Should Work Tonight?
Shit, yeah.
Is that how y'all met? Did y'all know each other prior to that shout out on the record?
No, he seen me dancing. And that's another thing. Like, nigga, how are you going to be telling me about dancing and you're the one that was stuck when you saw me dancing too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it got you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I told him. Like, dude, this shit got you.
Yeah.
So what are you talking about? guys do that, though. They always try to make you quit what it is that you're doing.
So he never tried to say, okay, stop, here's a certain amount of money, I'm going to invest what business. He never approached you on that?
We had a talk one time. He told me to fitness, which I think was a good idea. I think that if I would have done the fitness when he told me to, because I was already doing it, you know what I'm saying, that it probably really would have took off, you know. But I'm rebellious as fuck, too. Like, if you, you know, I'm fucked up. But no. I'm fucked up. We're all fucked up. I'm fucked up.
So he wanted you to get into fitness.
To do the fitness thing.
And he said that he would invest.
Do some things, yeah. But, I mean, honestly,
Do you think it was all talk, or did you really believe them?
I hoped. But I'm not that type of person that's going to sit around and wait for anybody to do anything for me. Yeah. You know? I was doing my thing. I hit him up a couple of times, like, what's up with the, you know, idea. But I'm not going to bug you. And after I didn't hear from him for about 4 months about it, I, you know, met somebody. I posted a picture on IG, and bitch, I got a fucking text 30 seconds later, like, oh, what the fuck is this?
30 seconds, child. That's fast.
Maybe 28.
No! Yes, Maliah.
But, you know, like, literally, like, dude, I haven't even talked to you. What are you talking about? You know, like, oh, okay, that's what you're doing now. You know, and it was crazy. He even had, like, he was talking to some people in Houston, and he made sure that it got back to the guy that I was calling him, begging him. I did. I called him and begged him to help me figure out business and what to do with all this money. Because I didn't know anybody to help me.
Yeah.
At the time, I felt like the guy that I was with in Houston was, like, really trying to keep me from doing anything. All my ideas he would shoot down. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, he really discouraged me.
He didn't want to see you grow and prosper.
And I respected him a lot because he was a good businessman. And
Drake.
I was, no.
The guy you were dating?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you know, I expressed to him that I know that no one's going to help me. I know that this person doesn't want me to move forward. I feel it.
Yeah.
But I don't know what I'm doing, you know? And that really hurt me about Drake because...
He snitched.
And then he just kind of, like, you know...
Disappeared.
Like, yeah, and I asked you to help me. And that's fine. That's nigga shit. That's what niggas do. You know what I'm saying? But it's like...
Sabotage and probably reclaim you back, but he didn't even do that. He sabotaged it, tried to. I don't know if it worked.
Well, that was before the whole Houston situation.
No, yeah, this is right. I understand this is old, but to do that, to try to sabotage and go to the guy you were currently dating at that time and let him know that, hey, your chick is reaching out to me, and then disappear.
Right. To me, that was just like...
Yeah, that shit hurt me.
Honestly,
talking about it.
Honestly, I always thought it was so petty of him. I never thought that he was even worried about me. You know, like, you're dating Rihanna, you're like, he's not worried about me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it didn't bother me. You know, it's just like, he ain't worried, you thinking about me, I ain't thinking about him. You
Did
know,
he tell you he loved you? He ever told you he loved you?
He says he loves everybody. Like, girl.
He loves everybody.
You love
you sound
everybody,
like me.
girl.
I love you, Jazz. You love everybody. You know who you love. You love yourself. That's my favorite reply. But he did tell you he loved you, basically. Yeah. And you did say earlier on that you loved him.
I think that that's what people can't let go of, that
you were genuine.
I was sincere. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that that's what they see. And his fans really want him to be with someone who cares for him. So that's what I think maybe they're holding on to.
His fans, do you feel like they're Team Maliah?
Definitely not. But I think that they're I think that people are kind of obsessed with it because they know that I was genuine.
And he shouted you out multiple times. Now, are you the girl that he's talking about when he says, face like Claire Huxtable, ass on Houston, Texas?
I don't know what he's talking about.
A lot of people hear that and say, oh, Maliah, Because Claire Huxtable's gorgeous. You're gorgeous. And she has like the pretty, wholesome face. You have that.
I think that Drake said the Maliah comment, and ever since then, I don't know, maybe the...
When you hear his lyrics, what do you know that resonates with you? You're like, he's talking about me.
That first album, I know a lot. Like, Drake is so funny. Like, he is, like, really good at what he does. You know, I can't take that from no one can. Mm-hmm. That dude is so focused. If you say something catchy, he's going to type it in his phone because it might pop up in a song. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's when I listen to his album, I'm like, I might have inspired that. I think we talked about that. Or, you know
I said that.
Right.
So you're a ghostwriter.
Right.
Oh, Quentin Miller. Shout out to Maliah Michel, son. No, I'm joking.
No.
Joking, Drake.
So when I listen to that album, it's cool. But I really honestly haven't listened to any of his other albums.
Really?
I really don't listen to music. I'm not a TV watcher. I'm not a partier. I party for work. Yeah. I don't want to fucking party when I'm on my free time, you know? Yeah. So
since the whole Houston appreciation, have y'all spoken recently?
Mm-mm.
Has he apologized for what he said since you... Nothing, none of that?
No, he still denies, like, not knowing. But the way that he said it, it was just like, what did I do? I didn't do anything. I didn't do it. I'm like... To me, the way that you're saying it is like, you know it was going to happen, but you just didn't do it. You had your goons do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just, there's no way.
No way?
The whole situation was just like so beneath him to me. Drake is such a classy guy. He's really a classy guy. Like, that's why I think so many women like him. They're not used to being treated that way, and I'm not gonna lie about it. I've dated other guys, and they sure as hell didn't treat me in the manner that he did. You know what I'm saying? So he treats, his mother raised him right. He knows how to treat you. He knows how to. But his ass, though, he's a Scorpio. He'll snatch that shit back in a minute. Like, he'll bite your ass. You know, as soon as you're like, oh, this is wonderful. But, yeah.
Okay. You got me all caught up. Shit, you just snatched it back. So, wow. It's hard to get these stuff.
It's so hard. Like, dude, it's so hard to date because he has so many fans. Like, how am I going to date a Drake fan?
Yes, right.
You know what I'm saying?
How do you follow up with that?
Date a guy that's your ex's fan.
Yeah. It's probably hard going on a date and you're blasting his album. It's like, I fucking sucked this dude's dick, dude. Like, cut this shit off.
Sucking the shit out of this dude's dick. The dude is like, man, I'm so jealous.
It's like, you want to suck his dick?
I'm pretty sure. Like, you want me to just exit out this situation? I'm going to leave y'all together. Honestly.
Because a lot of his groupies or his fans, you have to date. Is it better to date regular or rapper? What would you say? Regular or rapper?
I like older men. I like businessmen. Yeah. I like men that can assess a situation and say, okay, this is how we gonna work this situation out. Like, I like that. I don't like industry guys. I'm sorry. I want somebody real, and I want somebody who's control of their own life. You know what I'm saying?
Now, do you feel surprised? Because currently he's been in the headlines when it comes to a lot of women saying that, they pregnant by him. Like, I remember at one point I had to tell the news, obviously, entertainment, and it was like 2 in 1 week was saying, I'm pregnant by Drake. I'm pregnant by Drake. And I was like, what?
I'm not surprised. Drake's dick is like this. And you're like, where did that come from? Like, how did all that dick roll out of your pants? I don't get it. Really?
Wow, okay.
No, he's
all right.
And he knows it, and he's charming, and he, you know what I'm saying? It's
whole
so
fucking
easy
package.
for him. It's easy.
Cock, personality,
money,
talent.
Talent.
Oh, yeah.
it's very, he's awful. He's awful.
But what does that say
No,
about the
but
women
he's
saying that
awesome.
they're pregnant, though? Like,
No, I
everyone
believe
claimed that it was like,
I believe
he never
it.
used a condom with me. Does that sound believable?
it. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Because I felt like that was just like
girl,
hard.
I
It's
don't
like
think
Drake.
any of these niggas want to ever. You gotta make them put on condoms. I'm sorry. Every guy I've ever been with, if I seriously was like, this motherfucker wouldn't put on no condom, please.
Needless to say, the sex was great with Drake.
It was really good sex with Drake. It was very passionate. No holds barred.
There you go. Now I'm just assuming I do want to finish this up with that because I never knew how y'all met. I know he shouted you out on the song, so
He
it's
saw me dancing,
okay.
and you know it was so funny because I could feel him watching me.
Was he Drake at that time?
It was
Or
Drake,
aspiring rapper?
but okay. So I love Andre Johnson. In Houston. He's like Andre Johnson, and he's married. No disrespect to Mrs. Andre,
Okay.
at all.
I'm a little oblivious. Is that like a football player?
He's a football player,
Okay,
and I don't think he plays anymore. I don't know. I don't keep up with him like that. But as a person,
Yeah.
I just think he's such a great guy.
Okay.
Like his sportsmanship when he was playing the game, the way he treats people when he comes out. I just think this man is amazing. You know what I'm saying? So I love Andre. Like everyone knows it. I love him. And he was talking to Andre.
Okay.
So that's how I saw him.
Okay.
Because he was talking to Andre, and I was like, that guy, he's talking to Andre. So they tipped me, but I could feel him watching me. And I wasn't surprised when I heard my name in the song because he was watching me. You know what I'm saying? And there's certain times when I'm on stage that I know I'm on. Like, I know I'm rocking this shit. And that night, it was my birthday, too. I knew. I had
December
Cubana
what?
Les.
Or you the end of November. Oh, this is December 10th? Okay.
Yeah. I had Cubana Les there. I had
Shout out to
Oki
her.
the Stallion there.
Okay.
And it was 3 the Hard Way. And we killed the shit. And Drake was there. It was hot. It was good. It was a good birthday. And I was on. So I wasn't shocked when I heard the Maliah, shout out.
Really?
No, I wasn't.
How soon after did it come after that initial meeting with him?
I don't remember. It wasn't that long, though.
Ooh.
It wasn't that long.
So how did you guys, so after the shout out, did his team call you? They reached out to you?
Jazz hit me and was like, we want you to be in the Find Your Love video. Drake is shooting in Jamaica, and that's how everything started in Jamaica. It was really romantic, too.
So y'all clicked in Jamaica?
We clicked in Jamaica,
Not prior
girl.
to it. You went out there for business, but you knew you was going to fuck with him, though, right?
Girl, come on. You already know. You're like, that nigga.
We always know when we going to give up the pussy, right?
No, I mean,
I feel like I always know.
He was
Just don't talk yourself out of the pussy. That's what I tell men. I know I'm going to fuck you. Just don't fuck it up.
I don't know. You
don't be knowing?
I don't know. Like, you have
I
to.
know.
I know right when I'm about to. Then I know. But at first, because I don't know. I run into so many guys. It's really hard to attract me. You know what I'm saying? It's something. I will get so turned off by a fine ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Or I will get so turned off by just the smallest things about a person. So it's just got to be right for me.
Yeah, and it was right in Jamaica when you shot the video.
Well, we did not. No, I waited, but I did hang out with him a lot. I was on tour a lot with him when he was doing that first album or whatever. So that's how it happened.
Wow. Is there any chance of you guys rekindling at all?
I don't think so. I think that we.
You don't feel like he's your soulmate?
No, definitely not. No.
He could change with his condescending ways. I know that's hurtful for
I'm
us.
just too good. And you know what? I'm gonna say that his condescending ways might not be wrong. It might be my condition. You know what I'm saying? As a person, like I said, I'm just kind of blunt and mean, or kind of, that might not work for him. You know what I'm saying? And that's my condition and my race, he's honestly probably is right in a sense, you know what I'm saying? But we're just, no.
He wasn't right about that. Don't compare yourself to the great Beyonce. What was that? That was so funny to me.
How am I not going to compare myself to Beyonce? That's what we do. I'm on stage dancing.
Yes. So what was it? One day you guys were just arguing about you stop dancing, and you said, well, Beyonce does it.
No, actually, we had broken up, and he was in Chicago, and I flew to Chicago because I was like, I'm going to talk to him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he was in Chicago and you flew out.
I flew myself to Chicago because I wanted to talk to him and to get an understanding with him. Mm-hmm. And we talked, and it was awful. So I was just like, maybe he's not serious about me. Like, he's putting on to me. Maybe that's just it. But, and I left him alone after that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But in the midst of that meeting, that Beyonce reference came up.
Oh, I just, tried to talk to him and explain to him about the dancing and that I loved it.
He wanted you to stop. That was the argument?
Yes, because the thing about me and dancing at the time, I was, literally, I don't take anything off. People are like, you need to just go burlesque, because I don't get naked at all.
That's true.
I like to wear fishnets. I like to wear bustiers, because I am covered. And I feel like a little mystery is so sexy compared to just a naked woman. When I go to a strip club, I don't keep your pussy away from me. I don't want you on me like that. Yeah. I love to watch sexy ass women on stage. Yeah. And I like to see a woman vibe, because I want to vibe with her. I think all black people like that. I think that's what brings us to the strip club, is that we like rhythm. That's what we do. We're rhythmic. We like to dance. We like to. Where else are we gonna see someone dance? Like that. Nowhere. That's why the strip club is just always gonna be popping. Not just for guys, but for women too. Because we just like to vibe. Yeah. So.
And you said.
I tried to explain that to him, and like I said, our cultures are different. He just doesn't. And I'm like, Beyonce wears the same kind of stuff I wear. You know what I'm saying?
Which is true.
Copied some of her outfits.
Yes, me too.
We all do. You don't compare yourself to Beyonce. You're not Beyonce. I know I'm not Beyonce, nigga. I'm not trying to say I'm Beyonce, but how the hell are you gonna tell anybody not to compare themselves to Beyonce? Who doesn't compare? Who hasn't been Beyonce at least once? I mean, come on. That is Beyonce.
Right. We done it prior to her. We compared ourselves to Donna Ross prior to that. It's what we do as people. We always aspire to be the beautiful women prior to us that's rocking. I just love hearing you explain that in person, because on text or Twitter or Instagram, on paper or whatever.
Oh, they wore me out. They wore me out, girl. I was like,
I got it though. And I think they got it.
Y'all ain't finna tell me I can't be Beyonce.
I loved it.
I'm gonna be Beyonce, goddamn. I'm gonna be Beyonce tomorrow too. Shoot.
Now, we talked a lot about your childhood. We talked about your career. We talked about you being woke as a motherfucker. We talked about your relationship that was high profile with Drake. A lot was said in this interview. When it's all said and done, what do you want people to take away from this interview with you?
Nothing. They can take what they want to take. I'm going to still be who I am. You know what I'm saying? I just don't I think that I've been too silent. I've let people, dictate who I am, and I'm tired of that. I'm tired of the fake media. I'm tired of, really the manipulation. I'm just tired of all of it, and
you just want to be yourself.
I'm just going to be myself.
And you don't really care what people.
I really don't, but I do feel like you got to be yourself. You got to put yourself out there so that people know who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or you don't. I mean, it's just up to you, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
It really doesn't matter what people think. I have been through that. You know, when I was younger, when I first came out, wasn't nobody dancing, dealing with someone like Drake.
Yeah.
Like, literally, they wore me out. Like, I've been in a situation where I was, like, in the corner just crying. Like, I can't believe people are saying these things about me. You know, like, because I didn't even know what the blogs were.
Yeah.
So, and then my mom goes and sees that, like, oh, my God.
Did that bring y'all closer?
No.
Further apart?
Yes, because she didn't have my back about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right, I understand, because she was more of a businesswoman, hard work. It took a different route.
Yeah, and the whole, my other, she has sisters that were in her ear, like, I don't get along with my aunts over this,
Mm-hmm.
and, you know, it's nuts.
Mm-hmm.
It's nuts.
Well, what I think people should get away from it is everything I just described prior, and just to say, you know, you are a human being like the rest of us. You're not just a piece of meat, even though we understand that she...
I could be a piece of meat, though.
Right, I was going to say, just, even though that's what... I guess stripper, that's what you project, you put out there, but it's more of your sexualities, your sensual way about yourself. You're very sensual in the way that you dance. And when you started off doing it, your mindset was different. Like you said, I ain't coming here, I'm not selling no pussy. And I think, you know, you informed a lot of people as to who you really are and who you were in your upbringing. That's why I love this podcast. You have a story. This is a platform for you to share your story and let people know who you really are from the horse's mouth. Right? So I really enjoy that. And you are a woman in hip-hop because you inspired the biggest hip-hop star to write certain lyrics. You know what I'm saying? So you have a lot of power within yourself. I think that's so dope. You've been in music videos, you know what I'm saying? That's a woman in hip-hop as well, you know? So I like to shed light on women in all aspects in this culture. Rather you rapping, tapping, or dancing. And here I got a dancer. And she's so proud to be one. And I feel like you represent it so well. And I just think that is dope. So I really appreciate you definitely coming on this podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Shedding light on who you are. And I just can't wait to see what you do next. And I really, really want you to focus on prospering and evolving and elevating and not being afraid about what anybody else think and really proving that. Because these men, like you said, will hate on you more than these females. You've dealt with the underground world when it comes to the women. You know what I'm saying? In the strip club world. That's hard.
That's harmless.
Now it is, but you know, like a lot of people can't fathom dealing with those type of females in that world. You've been dealing with it for how long have you been dancing now?
If I go back from 16
from that woman that's locked up right now, maybe did that party with you and your friend.
18 years.
18 years? See? Well, see, I mean, and you're here and you're beautiful, and like you said on your Instagram, you're in your 30s, like I am, and you killing some of these you killing all of these young chicks. You're still the #1 sought after stripper in the world. That's big. That's a huge platform
like,
in the
these
world.
Girls are beautiful. You know, a lot of them aren't even. A lot of them are perfect. You know, because they've gotten the work done. They're like perfect. So I really. And your
work done free.
Work done free.
Ooh, gotta let the people know that as well. Yeah. They don't take nothing from this interview. At least take that, honey. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap this up like I do with all of the other guests that come on the show. I asked all the hip hop questions. I didn't do that with you, so I'm gonna run this down real quick. If you can, name me your top 5 favorite female rappers.
Nicki. I gotta say Nicki. She's a sage. She get on my nerves sometimes, but I like her.
Why she get on your nerves sometimes?
Can't nobody fuck with Nicki. Her lyrics are dope. You know, you gotta fuck that. They trying to shit on Nicki right now, but Nicki crazy, but that's what brilliance and that's what greatness is sometimes. It's a little off.
Yes. Why do you think she get on your nerves sometimes?
I've met Nicki.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So... But, you know, I can't...
How was it meeting her?
I was I was disappointed. She was mean.
Really?
But she's mean on, you know, you know she's mean. You know what I'm saying? But I just think she should be nicer. I think.
Was she mean because you were dating Drake?
I don't know. She was mean though, and I was so hurt
because you were so sweet. I'm sure.
And I used to be like a complete all about Nicki. Because she's sad, so when she said some of her lyrics, I feel like, oh my God, she pulled that out of my soul. Yeah. You know, so
yeah.
I still love her though. I think I have.
You met her more than once, right?
No, I only met her once.
Describe that real quick. What was it like? I mean, I know what it was like, but what was the encounter? What happened?
I was trying to say hi to her. I was right there, and she wouldn't look at me or anything. She's just like, no.
She didn't acknowledge you?
No.
Didn't even
I was like,
give you eye contact?
Right there, like
reaching out the hand, like hi.
Hi.
Obviously, hi, like close, like
yeah,
in proximity,
I mean,
like right
that's
now.
Cool. She's Nicki, you know, but it's like
that's not cool.
Nah, I didn't think it was cool.
Okay, I was gonna say no. That's
I thought
that's
it was
like
so
that
extra. But I don't think that people should be like that. I don't care how successful you are. You cannot be successful fast as shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you can fall just as, you know, quick as you rose. But I'm pretty sure she's had a lot of bullshit, too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why everybody is the way they are.
Yeah.
So.
But it just sucks because you really fuck with her and you really wanted to
her. And I was
yeah.
cried. Like, I was like so sad.
Did you tell Drake?
Oh.
I would have been like, babe, tell him to be nice to me. Okay.
You can probably curse his ass out too. No. I'm loving Cardi, of course.
Yes.
Cardi, she came to AOD last week, and when I tell you, I have never felt such a beautiful spirit. To me, her spirit is so amazing. That's why everyone loves her. You know what I'm saying? Her spirit is so beautiful. I've never. She's just so great. She's a great person.
Oh, dope.
So,
she's a Libra.
Oh, you're a Libra?
Yes.
I love Libras.
Yeah, we're dope. Yeah, pretty much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Remy.
Remy?
I love fucking Remy, man. I've always loved Remy and her. I like the like, she makes me feel hard. Like, I could fucking rob a bank. Like, you know, she makes me feel powerful. I think she's dope. Kim, of course, Lil' Kim.
That's mother.
Yeah, Foxy.
Oh, you have a dope ass top 5, dude. Dope. A little bit of old school, a little bit of now. Yes, super dope. I love it. Nicki, Cardi, Remy, Kim, Foxy. Dope list. Do you have a favorite female rap song? Because I'm going to play this in this episode.
Favorite
female rap record?
Nicki.
Yeah, Nicki
Nicki's
record?
Pink Print. Her whole Pink Print.
Oh.
But Favorite is my favorite song on there.
It's called Favorite?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See, I don't really know, like, the names like that. Yeah, even though I fuck with Nicki, I'm a fan, too. But I love that album.
Nicki is dope. She's just so dope. She gets a pass.
Yeah.
She's so fucking dope.
Yeah, and I'm sure, listen, maybe she's watching this interview. Hey, Nicki.
Nah, I want to talk to your ass. I'm speaking to your ass.
I'm sure that would change. What is your favorite song to dance to, like in the mirror? Or on stage, whatever. Your favorite song to dance to?
Beyonce.
Woo.
Tell me I ain't Beyonce.
Which Beyonce song? Give it to me.
Speechless.
Yes, because you're so sensual. It would be Speechless. Every other stripper would say,
I'm Beyonce, okay?
Every other stripper would be like, pop that ass, shake that coochie, drop it. Like they would probably say Bodak Yellow right now. You would say Beyonce Speechless. Now, anybody that's in this room, see, y'all don't understand. When y'all see her dance, you would dance to her R&B record and would be killing it. Like, you don't really do all the tricks. You do them, right? The pole tricks.
I can do them. But guys are like, come over here, get off there. Come down here. they don't want me on the pole.
You're
They
more
want me to
attentive.
shake my ass.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think that's some people. That's what they want to see them do, but they don't want to see me on the pole.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I love watching you. I get it.
Thank you.
Okay, so like I said, we went from your childhood, your humble beginnings, to you dancing, your relationships, and everything you had to endure in life. Now we fast forward, we're here today. If you can, explain in one word, describe where you are in life right now. Not a phrase, not a sentence, but one word.
Growing.
Growing. It's actually perfect. Woo! Thank you so much, Maliah, for the interview. I think you are so dope. I'm so happy we did this. And yeah, y'all stay tuned. Woman in Hip Hop Podcast. Y'all follow my girl Maliah Michel. She is doing her thing. And we out. Jazzie Belle, Woman in Hip Hop Podcast. This is. Thank you. That was amazing.
I did have fun.
You had fun?
Yes, I did.
Oh.
So you're awesome, girl.